I'm so fucking hungry, you don't even know. All I ate today was toast. Hey guys, what's up? This is Yasmin Saheed. Some of you might know me, some of you don't. As you can see, I have like all my cooking supplies. Well, not all my cooking supplies, but I was craving some pasta today, so I have my penne marinara sauce with Barolo wine and ground turkey. All thanks to Trader Joe's. I'm not sponsored, but hopefully that'll change in the future. I'm an actress. I live in Hollywood. It's not as glamorous as you may think. Being an actress is super hard. It's super fucking hard. It's probably, I don't want to say it's the hardest profession because there's obviously like jobs where you could like, you're literally risking your life. But it is most likely the profession where you have the most at stake. And so, starting off as an actress, you're putting a lot at risk. And this is just something I've been noticing, where your follower count matters. Lately, I've been kind of in this like rut, like this depressional rut of feeling like I'm not going anywhere in my career, feeling like very stuck and very hopeless and that I have no power. And technically they call it being green, which is kind of like new. So I am technically like a green actress in Hollywood, fresh out of college. But hello? Being that, it kind of sucks because casting directors don't really reach out to you as much, which is understandable. Like, I'm new, I'm like trying to figure things out, but it sucks ass because you're like, well, why am I not getting like these big ass roles that will literally pay off all my student loans? Something that like my friends have been talking about, my manager has been talking about is, well, how are you keeping your social media up to par? How are you engaging with your audience? Are you getting new followers, building your fan base? And I do see that as an actor, you kind of are like, you're selling yourself. You're a brand. You're literally a brand. And so your social media does kind of count in doing that, but it's also like, why is it that my social media could make or break my career? There are casting sites who literally they say, looking for actors must have high follower count or comment the number of followers you have. And it's like, why the fuck does the number of followers dictate my talent? Like, and I get the whole business part of it. Like, oh, they just want like viewers, means you have fans. I get that part. But it's still like, you're literally taking away roles people fight for, go to school for, people train for, and you're giving them to these people who just have high follower counts, and then they end up sucking ass. I'm just stirring my ground beef. I don't know if you guys care about what I put in it. I put basil, I put cayenne, I put garlic, and I'm stirring it. And also, the thing about being an actor and being social media is that it's so easy to be kind of like fooled by other people's successes. Like, I've noticed that every time I go on Instagram, I follow a lot of actors. I follow a handful of successful actors who have like gone to my school. I know them closely. And it really gets to you. You start to do this really unhealthy thing where you're comparing yourself to these people. It's this very like nasty, dirty, toxic thing where you're looking at these people who's had more experience than me, who's been in business longer. Yeah, I'm comparing myself saying, oh damn, like how come I'm not like doing that? But it's also important to know and to remember that nobody uses Instagram to show their real life. The whole purpose of Insta is to show the good side of their life. So I have to be careful to not be tricked that it is all rainbows and sunshines for these people. Okay, so I think my meat is thoroughly mixed, and I should get my pasta boiling. I'm not gonna use a lot of pasta, just a little bit, because I have kind of a small stomach. Followers equals importance in today's society. There are people making money off of Instagram. There are people making money off of Twitter with brands and stuff. It's just kind of a shitty thing, especially with this generation. This generation's very keen on flaunting, on showing this kind of like fake life. And it puts you in a very unhealthy mindset. I just kind of wanted to rant about this a little bit. Mostly because I've been in this kind of like headspace of like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? How come this 16-year-old with 4 million followers and 2 billion in the bank is making life and I'm literally struggling eating Trader Joe's pasta and meat? The world is kind of being run on followers, on social media. It's something we gotta learn, and we gotta learn fast. But also keep in mind that you have your life. You have yourself. There's more to life than how many likes you get. Because at the end of the day, your Instagram isn't who you are. I don't know, I'm trying to sound like really wise about this, but I hope you guys get the idea. Okay, so now the pasta is boiling. I wish I could bring over the camera towards the kitchen area so you guys can actually see me like cook more. But that means I have to like reset up this light system, and it's only me doing that, so I'd rather not. But yeah, my meat is all tenderized, it's all seasoned in goodness. I also want to touch on another thing that's being talked about more a lot frequently in the media, and it's about depression. In fact, based on a study that was posted in the Journal of Anxiety and Depression, people who are on social media are 2.7 times more likely to be depressed, especially like as an actor and as someone who really wants to pursue in the entertainment world. Now realizing that I have to tackle social media, being able to smartly use social media as an aid for me, while also being sure to maintain my talents, my strengths, my training, it's stressful. And like I never said that being an actor was an easy thing, but damn, Instagram's used to flaunt. Like people post pictures all the time of them going on their yachts, traveling to Mykonos and Cabo and all this fancy shit. And being honest, I have and also been one of those people who post my lavish style. Like I traveled, I took as a graduation present, my mom helped pay for a trip to Europe and to Tunisia, and best believe I posted pics about that. But I did fall into the pressure to document like my time abroad, and it's not saying that I shouldn't document like or post pictures of myself enjoying myself, but there is just this like underlying need for me to do so. It's as if I want to keep up in a way. Okay, so I kind of talked about like the shitty stuff of social media and how it directly affected me, especially dealing with depression and dealing with anxiety, and like seeing people living their good life doesn't make anything better. Now I'm going to fry up my meat. The pasta's boiling. I'm starving. Baby, would you look at that? Oh God, it looks so bad. Okay. I'm trying not to make this into a mukbang, but bitch, I'm hungry. Now that I have a little bit of food, a little bit of something in my tummy, I can't talk about social media without acknowledging the positives of it. So, social media, it's so crazy how much it actually changed our world. I'm interconnected to literally anybody and everyone. I always hear middle-aged actors talking about this, and they tell me, like, you guys are so lucky to have a social media and to have the internet, because back then we didn't have any of that, and we had to work our ass off to have like a casting director even look at our headshots. Now you can literally tweet to a casting director, you can send them a headshot, I can show off the projects I'm doing, I can advertise the projects I'm doing. A little shameless plug here, I am trying to raise funds for my short film. It is called Bonsai. It is a super funny short film about body hair. I wrote it. I have an awesome team behind me who are willing to produce it. I just need the money. Another awesome thing about social media that I actually get a lot from, it's a really good motivation to be able to see what the projects your idols are doing, to see what you can do in the future, what you can become if you just work hard, if you just play the game right. It does help me every day, like push me to be more on my ass about getting things done, to be more diligent about the world, and to learn more and to grow. And I think that's a major upside for social media, especially for us actors, struggling actors. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave you guys off on this note. This is something my guidance counselor told me in high school. The worst thing you can do to set yourself up for failure is to compare yourself to someone else, because that person is completely different from you. So why would you compare yourself to someone who's not even you? Yeah, biggest competition in life is yourself. Compete against yourself. Thank you for listening. Thank you for going on this cooking journey with me. I kind of like this. We'll see where it goes. Bye.